Hey guys, I have some exciting new graphics cards to share with you today. These are the ASUS Radeon RX 5700 graphics cards. The first built on a 7nm process and designed from the ground up for that 1440p gaming sweet spot. Now, the reference cards are already out on the market, but they're using blower-style fan designs, and if you want to get that max boost clock, or if you're planning on doing any overclocking, you're going to want to go with a more robust cooling solution. We have 3 flavors to offer you today, and I'm going to do a quick overview and share some of the key features on each of these awesome cards. I want to start off this overview at the top of the line. This is the ROG Strix. The Strix series is designed for top-end to enthusiast-level gamers. And we put all of our latest technology, all of our latest features into these cards. So I'm going to take you on a little tour. We'll go from top to bottom. So starting here at the very top of the card, you can see we have our brand new Axial Tech fans. And you'll notice there's a barrier ring around the outside of these fans. That helps catch air and force it down through the heatsink array, which we found is much more efficient in our thermal testing. Moving on down to the heatsinks here, we've actually increased the height of this graphics card to a 2.7 slot design. And that gives us a lot more space, so we can actually make the heatsink itself much bigger. The extra area gives us better thermal performance. Now, where the heatsink actually touches the GPU chip, we use a technology called max contact. And this means the heatsink surface, where it comes in contact with that die, is actually been machined to be as flat as we can possibly make it. So that's going to have really close contact with the GPU chip itself, and that's going to improve that thermal transfer, the dissipation of heat coming from the GPU into the heatsink array. Now, finally, when we get down to the structure of the actual card, we have a metal frame here, and that metal frame actually connects to the metal backplate. And so we've sandwiched the PCB between the metal frame and the metal backplate, which means this has no flex at all. It's going to be very, very rigid. So during transportation or installation, you shouldn't have any issues or worry about damaging the PCB at all. Now, finally on the back, you can see we have this RGB logo here. And this, as well as the RGB accents on the front, are controllable via our AuraSync software on the PC. Now, if you're not a fan of RGB, don't worry. There's a convenient button right here. You just press it, physical button, and all the RGB will turn off. No software necessary. Pretty nice. Next in line is the TUF Gaming X3. The TUF series is all about 2 things: compatibility and durability. When I talk about compatibility, when you buy a TUF Gaming product, it should work seamlessly out of the box with other TUF Gaming components from ASUS, as well as components from our TUF Alliance partners. In terms of durability, let's look specifically at this card and some of the features we put inside. The first is our new space-grade lubricant. Now, this isn't just a fancy marketing name. This lubricant is designed for aerospace applications, and we've put it inside of our fans to help the bearings last longer. So even though these are sleeve bearings, they have the lifespan of a dual ball bearing design. So we get the quiet acoustic profile of the sleeve bearing and the lifespan of the dual ball bearing fans. So best of both worlds here in this card. In addition, we have IP5X dust resistance. So dust and fans don't really go together very well. The dust particles can creep inside the fan and reduce performance over time. So we've taken care of that for you. Finally, these cards all go through a 144-hour validation test. We use real games and synthetic loads to make sure these cards are compatible and all the components are working properly. Last but not least, we have the Dual Evo. The Dual series is all about maximizing price to performance and providing a pure gaming experience. You'll notice in the model name, we have the EVO, the Evo affix. And what this means is we've actually manufactured this card using our Auto Extreme technology. Sometimes we have 2 products in the market, or 2 models. One is using the reference PCB with our cooling technology. The other one has our PCB and our cooling solution manufactured with Auto Extreme. When that's the case, we use EVO to help you differentiate between the two models. So now you know. You'll notice on this card, we've brought down some of the features from the ROG Strix that we just saw. So first, you'll notice here, we have the Axial Tech fan. And if I rotate the card, you'll notice we have the increased height. This is the 2.7 slot design, the same one we saw earlier with the beefy heatsink. This card also has direct CU2. With this technology, the heat pipes actually come directly in contact with the GPU chip itself, helping quickly dissipate the heat from the chip into the heatsink array. All right, guys, that wraps up our really brief overview of these brand new graphics cards. If you're looking for more detailed information, go ahead and check out our official product pages or search by model on your favorite e-tail page. I'm Steven. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we will catch you next time.